Seventh-day Adventist Church members, hold your leaders, pastors, local churches, educators, institutions, and administrative organizations accountable to the highest standards of belief based on a literal understanding of Scripture.
And I grew up going to Sunday school and vacation Bible school. And when I went to vacation Bible school and Sunday school, they taught me about the Sabbath day. And there was a great debate going on at that time as to what day was the real day to worship God. That debate continues to this day and has existed all the way back to the Old Testament theology as to what is the right day to worship God. In spite of the fact that the New Testament tells us not to give respect of days, we're still debating over what day we ought to worship. I had run into some good friends as a young man that were seven-day Adventists, and I still have a lot of friends who worship the Lord on Saturday, which technically is the Sabbath day. And there was a great deal of debate going on with them as to what was the right day to worship God. I have absolutely no problem with anybody who chooses to go to church on Saturday. I have no problem with that. I would never debate that. I would never argue about it. I can pass by the Seventh-day Adventist church and wave and respect and appreciate their right to worship on Saturday, probably because I also worship on Saturday. Yeah, I do. I hope that does not exempt me from an opportunity to serve as your pastor, but I worship on Saturday. I always, ever since I've been saved, I worship on Saturday and Friday and Thursday, and generally on Wednesday too, and Tuesday and Monday as well, and Sunday also. I worship on Sunday. I don't have to come to a building to be in worship. I worship the Lord wherever I am and wherever I go. But there's a great deal of debate about it, and I can remember that my Sunday school teacher took me to the New Testament and showed me a scripture in the book of Acts that it said on the first day of the week they came together in the book of Acts, and she did that to make me understand that she said that the New Testament Sabbath was Sunday, and that it was the New Testament Sabbath because it was a new beginning, and that Christ rose from the dead on the third day, and from the New Testament forward we should worship on Sunday. And while I respect that reasoning and that philosophy, I certainly fall short of making a doctrine out of that, because I think that there is a deeper revelation. There's a deeper revelation. If you'll bear with me a few minutes, I'm going to pull a couple of threads and share some things with you that I think will be helpful to you. A couple of threads and a couple of threads and a couple of threads and
Don't reach out to movements or mega churches centers outside the Seventh-day Adventist Church which promise you spiritual success based on faulty theology.